part 3, September 26th, talking about harvesting the basil in this row, planting garlic in. I spread some of the manure from the pile. I just got another load from Hank Fuller. Had some horses and he gave me a truckload of it. So I used some of that stuff on here. Kind of dug everything up by hand and pressed the garlic right in there. And I'm going to cover it with some of that hay I got here in a minute. And try to harvest and dry some of this mint. So we've got a lot of it right here, and then next year I'll just let this go over here, just let it be a mint patch. Same thing over here. You know, I shaped these to intersect the slope. All my beds I shaped to intersect the slope, and I did this funky design over here, which now my goal is to get irrigation in, so I want these to slope slightly down. So these when I widen these beds, they're gonna look a little bit different, and I kind of wasted effort when I was double digging, because some of these are gonna, become, some of the double dug spots are gonna become pathway again. And I haven't even looked at this dill in a couple days, and it's really coming along. Likes it right over here. Pretty pumped about the pepper crop and everybody else around here this year. Good peppers, good tomatoes. That's consensus. And I had the same experience. Not all of them did well, but yeah, the soil was inconsistent. Purple carrots were a good crop. I probably showed in the last video how I harvest these, but I have like a long metal tool that because it's really, I can't pull it out. I'll pull the green part out too. Or I'll pull the green part and I can't get to the root unless I use that tool. Yeah, everything that I sowed here later in the season just didn't do it. Look at that tiny little lettuce. A little bit disappointed with that. Purple stuff's doing like okay right here, but... And here are some of the buckwheat that I sowed in a few select rows. The buckwheat's coming up, and a few other of those cover crops I sowed. But mostly I see the buckwheat has done the best in the sort of dry conditions we've had. The arbor fell down again. I mean, I'm just gonna have to... I don't know what I'm gonna do with that thing, man. I'm really just gonna have to start over and do what I did back there with those posts. Just do it all up like that. Try to do like 3 or 4 rows of that, pretty close together kind of rows. I really shouldn't have pulled everything off of this tree. I guess it's a pear. I don't think it's ever gonna come back to life. Maybe, but I think it was more functional as a grape arbor. Yeah, look at these peppers. Really nice. First time I've really ever been successful growing peppers. A couple varieties. And what else do we have? Yes, that was a bell pepper, and here's like an ancho, spicier one. Got to get some color next year. Yeah, and I think this was an exceptional year for the peppers. I don't think you can count on having such good peppers every year. So I would have to do a lot of work to make it better. The husk cherries are another crop that I think were exceptional this year. I gotta harvest this corn in a minute, which it's not great corn. Yeah, barely really didn't nearly come to reaching their potential. the beans. Really, just this whole area is a disappointment. It wasn't successful at all. And yeah, sowing corn, it's got to be a lot tighter. This doesn't work very well. The beans, I don't know. I mean, they strung up the corn. Maybe I'll try it again next year. When I get the irrigation, we'll see if that helps a lot. This is a neat idea, this Three Sisters. I think it can work, but the pests, the lack of irrigation were really limiting factors for this.